Welcome to the Brad and Taylor Show. Today we have Sara Ston.
You're listening to the Brad and Taylor Show, a podcast that inspires entrepreneurs to pursue their passions. We're sitting down with some of the best to learn how they got started and some lessons they learned along the way.
Hey, Sara.
Hi, guys.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
We're good.
Doing good. We're doing good. Well, let's get the show started. Tell us a little bit about you. What do you do and where are you located?
So I have a little real estate team out of Troy. We're at Brookstone Realtors. We're 9 strong right now. But
Nice.
we're kind of like a little family niche group.
That's awesome. I like it. So how'd you get into real estate?
Oh, I had a not dramatic quarter life crisis. I used to be a special needs teacher in New York City, and I realized that if I was going to be going into an administrative role, I'd have to get another master's degree and also be a bartender while getting a master's degree while having a teaching career, if I ever wanted to own a house. So
Yeah.
like any good elder millennial, I called up my parents and asked if I could move back in with them and start a real estate career.
Nice. That's awesome.
So are you originally from Michigan then?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I got into teaching through like this program that pays for you to get your master's if you teach in a high needs school.
Okay, cool. What kind of got you into real estate over the years? I know you were in teaching. What kind of brought you back home and
Yeah, what made that decision?
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Michigan and I got a psych degree, which is one of those degrees that's like super helpful for a lot of other things, but it doesn't necessarily give you a ton of job options. And I was like, well, I don't want to be a doctor, even though I thought I wanted to be one. And I was always passionate about interior design. So I went back to Oakland Community College to start getting an interior design degree. And the housing market crashed. So people couldn't afford their homes, let alone decorate them. And I had a good friend from high school. I'd actually known him since preschool, call me one day and he was like, hey, Stone, I coach girls basketball and I'm in this program that I teach math and they paid for everything. I think about you all the time when I'm coaching because I used to be an athlete. So I started to look into it and started substitute teaching and got into that. So it was actually just a reaction to the housing market crash. And then once I was kind of at that space where I was like, I'm turning 30, I got to make some decisions. I did some soul searching and I was like, I was passionate about that. I went back to it. Let's give it a shot again. So
Nice. And how long have you been in real estate now?
This is my 6th year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have a team of 9 right now?
Yep, 9 including me. So 8 other folks. Yeah.
Nice.
Awesome. When you first were looking into real estate, how long were you solo before you decided to start a team?
I've never been solo.
No? Okay.
I started on a team and it was a really great learning experience for me. And I just kind of realized, so my previous teaching roles, I had done a lot of coaching and I was the head of the English department. And I was kind of in this program that helped build team teaching and teams in New York City public schools. And they would like satellite out other teachers from the district to our classrooms and see how we did things. So once I started to really learn real estate, I was like, I can really apply all this team stuff to real estate and maybe do this on my own. So after about 9 months, I branched out and did the damn thing.
Nice. Good way just to jump on into it. And you're still doing the team building. You said you guys had a team building meeting recently, the sticky notes and
Yep, that's
awesome.
the sticky notes behind me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Over the years, what is the worst property you've been to? Or the worst showing? What one sticks out the most?
Oh, okay. The worst showing I've been to, it was a vacant house, but there were like multiple pairs of women's underwear on the floor in the house.
Just randomly scattered?
Yeah. And it was just one of those things where it was new clients. So I wasn't sure if I could like joke around about it or not. So it's just one of those, how do I manage an awkward situation without humor? And then some of the grossest houses I've seen. I bought the grossest house I've been in. My teammate Kelly, we've been like great friends since college. She's my best friend. And I was like, okay, I'm like starting to think about buying houses. And we went into one. She's like, this one has really good bones, but the cats use it as a toilet. So
Oh
I got a
no.
good deal on it and bought it. And
I imagine the carpet or the flooring, whatever was in there, had to be removed probably right away.
they left their mattresses when they moved out, and there were you could tell the cats were like backing it up and peeing on the
Wow.
mattresses. So
I know we talked about goals a little bit before we started recording. What are your goals, personal or work related, for this next year for you?
Work related, I would like 3 people on my team to beat me in sales.
Okay.
So I don't know. I like, if someone's gonna kick my butt, I want it to be my guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm excited about that. I've got really, really some like really cool new people on my team that are, I think, gonna hold me to the fire there, which is great. Personally, I'm engaged. So my fiance Amanda and I got engaged in May, and we are both bad at setting down dates and planning things. So Chris on my team, my admin, it's one of her personal goals and one of mine to make us get married and hammer that out.
Nice.
Oh, congrats. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah. So, well, we just want to have like a big party, but both of us are not good at that kind of planning. So we'll see.
Awesome.
Yep.
If you could start over today with all the knowledge that you've learned, what's one thing you would change?
Oh, one thing that I would change, I wouldn't worry so much.
Yeah.
There's so much, I'm a big planner, and I wouldn't say I'm an anxious person. I'm like a doomsday planner. Like, okay, if this situation happens, what's the best way? And
Yeah.
you lose a lot of time and energy, and you miss out on some fun when you're always thinking about how to make everything, perfect everything. So maybe some of my perfectionism would get out of my way.
Yeah.
I know you were talking about the team goals, kind of having 3 agents beat you in sales this year. Do you guys have like a little competition going on each month that you're setting, like to see where you're at, to check in? Or how are you guys kind of going about that?
Yeah. So my team's a little bit different. We're more of like a lifestyle team. So it's like, I have a lot of part-timers. We look big, but there's really only 4 of us that are full-time, and the rest are part-time. So our goals and competitions are really like, did you reach your personal goals? Are you setting your goals? So it's kind of hard for us to all compete with each other, because trying to build a space where people can create a lifestyle where they want to stay and meets their needs. And if they want to be a mega producer, great. And if they don't, then, as long as everybody's happy. We did, this year, they all kind of banded together, and I told them, I was like, okay, if we hit 20 million in sales, I will have like a team trip. And so they kind of all got together, and I was like, I don't want to plan it. We know this isn't my strength, but I'll just give you a budget and you guys can let it rip. So they got it this year. It was 20 million, and they got it in like October or something. They
cool.
basically like do all this stuff to harass me. Like, I was constantly telling them, like, I don't know, guys, we're at like 19.5. I was like, I don't think we're gonna make it. You guys suck. And so our group chat was pretty lively during the week that they had it.
That's awesome. So where are you guys gonna go?
They decided to stay in Detroit. We're going to Shinola Hotel, and a lot of my folks have kiddos and stuff like that, so they wanted to kind of do more of a staycation then.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Nice.
It was really brilliant that they planned that too, because we can do more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have to fly. Don't have to do all this stuff. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I like it. That's pretty cool. Good
Yeah.
for you guys. What is one of your favorite business books you read?
I love The Miracle Morning. I can never remember authors' names, but people who
I know
read
who.
this.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
yeah, I don't want to butcher it. I feel bad. I think the big thing for me was like what I was talking about, like perfectionism and all those things, like spending time, dedicated time in the beginning of my day to like take care of things that weren't work related, or perfecting things was it set the tone the right way for me. And the book's all about like, Lucy on my team, she's funny. She's like, I read the book, it's good, but basically it's like, dude, wake up early and get your shit together. And I was like, yeah.
It's so much
like,
easier if you do it that way too. If you just get up an hour earlier, just get it done, then you don't
find your zen space.
Yeah.
I take it a lot more literally than a lot of people do. Like, I'm like, ooh, I can time it out this way and use the timer and stuff. So
I know when the time change happened not too long ago, and we kind of gained that hour. I kept getting up early, and that's when I get my stuff done in the morning, so I don't feel like I'm missing out on that hour.
That's so funny. I feel the same way.
Yeah, Brad, you did that too, didn't you? Last year too.
Yeah, last year I took. So you know how the hour changed. I got up the same. My body felt the same time, so I saved an extra hour. I think I was getting up at 5, and I changed to getting up at 4, and I did that for the full time change. And I was like, man, I gained an entire hour for that entire time change, like
but
for like 6
so
months.
Much done in that 1 hour.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's like your
so
business
nice.
season, and then when it switches back, you're like, all right, party.
Yeah. The bad part is it's like the opposite from like the busy season.
Yeah.
So it's like, it needs to be the opposite way, and be like, relax now because it's winter, but no, it's changed.
Right. It's you being fully present and being able to be in the moment and relax and not try to keep your head above water. I love this time of year because I'm like, well, I know what money I made for the year, and I, can coach myself into not being go all the time.
Yeah.
And time to
especially
relax.
around the holidays too. Now you have time to just kind of sit back and take it in. Be in the moment with it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I still have not. I don't know how. We have a new stove and a new microwave, and I don't know how to change the time. And I won't take the time to like watch a YouTube video on it, or heaven forbid I read the manual.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. Well, awesome. How can people get a hold of you or your team?
So if you want to get a hold of our team, you can go to stoneway.com, but my last name is spelled incorrectly for its pronunciation. So it's STONWAY.com. You can see our website. If you want to get a hold of me directly, it's Sara, SARA at Stoneway, STONWAY.com. I'm great at text messaging though. So 248-736-5409 is the best way to get a hold of me.
Awesome. I like it. Well, hey, thanks for coming on and sharing your story with us today.
Oh no, I appreciate the invite, and I love working with you guys. So
thanks.
It's been exciting to collaborate.
Are these working?
All right.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. I think they're working. Should we tell them?
Mine keeps falling. It doesn't like my voice.
What do we got to tell them?
Subscribe.
Subscribe. What do we got to point at? Hey, I think there's a subscription button. Like
it might be there.
It might be right there too.
Somewhere.
Find
it. It's red.
Yeah, and it's blue. It's green. I don't really know.
It's a color.
This mic isn't even attached. Did you plug these in? Well, I guess.
I wonder if they can hear us.
Yeah, I wonder if they hear us. Well, we should probably tell them if they can hear us. We should probably tell them also give us a 5-star review for listening to on Apple. That'd be cool.
5 stars,
review.
Guys.
Share it with everybody they can think of.
We won't take 4 stars.
I mean, Taylor, I don't even think these are on. I mean,
I don't think this is working.
This is not working.
Yeah.